to another edition of Coffee Break Sports. I am your sports barista, Rod the Magnificent, and I'm doing an emergency episode because I don't want to make my usual predictions episode longer than what it needs to be, venting about the Chicago Bears. As you all know, as you all heard, the Hail Mary heard around the world happened yesterday. I don't know why I continue to support this team. I don't know why I continue to watch every Sunday, but I know why, because there's always hope, right? Every year gives you hope. When you think about the Minnesota Vikings, and yes, the Minnesota Vikings are our division rival. They're 5-2 right now. They've lost 2 in a row. And I know Bears fans are going to say, well, hold on. The Vikings are falling. We can catch up. But here's the bad part. The Detroit Lions are leaving us in the dust as we speak. The Detroit Lions are far and away the cream of the crop of the NFC conference. The Green Bay Packers, whether you like them or not, are 6-2. A couple of weeks ago, Bears fans was making fun of the Packers for being in last place, even though we had the same record, 4-2. Well, look what's happened. 6-2, and here we are, 4-3. Here we are, 4-3. And you mean to tell me that this team can compete in the North when they can barely score 15 points against a defense that's not that good? I don't want to hear offensive line. I don't want to hear bad offensive line play. Caleb had time on some of those throws, ladies and gentlemen. He did. He gets blamed. I'm sorry. It's time. Big boy pants have to be put on, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, they're rookies. But Jaden Daniels, and I know he has better protection than Caleb Williams. So although Caleb Williams fans, don't come at me in the comments talking about saying he ain't have enough protection like Jaden did. Jaden got sacked. He got pressured. Why do you think it was 12-0? It's because the Bears defense did good enough to shut Jaden Daniels down from throwing a touchdown pass or running for a touchdown. Okay? I don't want to hear none of that. Jaden played better regardless of the 2 touchdown drives that Caleb Williams did at the end of the game. Let me tell you what Jaden Daniels did. Now, I know the 326-yard passing by Jaden Daniels is kind of elevated because of what happened with the Hail Mary. 326 yards, 1 touchdown, 92.7 passer rating or quarterback rating. He had 52 yards rushing, 13 yards for a long one. Let's look at what Caleb did. 10 of 24, 131 yards. He had a 59.5 passer rating. Bears fans, look at me in the face, okay? Be patient. Number one, this is their first year. Both of them. They have plenty of years left to prove themselves in the NFL. But the eye test tells me that so far, the Washington Commanders made the right decision at the quarterback position. The Bears, on the other hand, I'm not going to say they made a bad decision because Caleb, you're not going to pass up a number 1 player who's been dubbed as generational, right? You're not going to pass that up, okay? Caleb's got to do better, Bears fans. I'm sorry. He has to do better. The league has changed. No longer are we in a league of, we'll wait 3 years to criticize how good he is. No. These players are coming out with the best trainers, the best nutritionists, the best doctors. We can't sit here and say, well, give him a pass. Oh, he's got a bad offensive line. Oh, he has bad this. No, the narrative about the Bears were they had a great wide receiving core, one of the best in the league. DeAndre Swift, who's a top-tier running back. You have a tight end in Cole Kmet, which you barely used yesterday. You had all of that, and you're still struggling to score points. Now, the Jaguars, that game, I give the Bears credit. They outplayed the Jaguars in that previous game. And looking at how the Jaguars have played other teams, they almost beat Green Bay yesterday. That win doesn't look as bad. But the Carolina Panthers are getting blown out by everybody, including the Washington Commanders. So what Caleb did against the Panthers, the Rams are better than what we thought, but Caleb had a decent game. We're not even in the toughest part of our schedule yet, ladies and gentlemen. I said this in a group chat. I said, I need to see Caleb win his first road game before I get excited about Caleb. I need to see him under pressure in the most intense moments. And he showed it towards the end of the Washington game. I was pumped, just like every other Bears fan. I was cheering. I was like, man, ain't no way they can mess this up. But after Terry McLaurin got that first down, that they got that 15-yard pass to get them closer for a Hail Mary, I started getting worried. I started to get worried. And I'm like, I got a feeling that Washington's going to score. And when Washington scored on that Hail Mary, which, by the way, was poorly covered all across the board, from the line, not getting any pressure on Jay, not even trying to get him, to Tyreek Stevenson talking trash to Washington fans when he should be playing defense. Noah Brown, who haven't had a catch, I'm looking at the stats. Noah Brown, actually he had 3 catches for 73 yards, which means that was a 52-yard pass. So Noah Brown didn't do anything up until that point. The play calling, Shane Waldron, again, the Bears continue to do things that doesn't move the needle in what today's game represents. Go on the record, I've never been an Eberflus fan. I've never been. I was not a fan of that hire. Yeah, he's got the defense playing well, but I was never a fan of Eberflus, even after the beard. Never a fan. But you hire a defensive coach, you hire an offensive coordinator who doesn't really have any skin in the game. You passed up on better offensive coordinators. You passed up on better offensive coaches. Because I feel like if you have a coach for the future, yeah, I get it. You say, Rod, Dan Quinn's, he's not an offensive coach. He's a defensive guy. He hired Kingsbury. Kingsbury was a candidate, right? They chose Shane Waldron over him, ladies and gentlemen. That's what the Bears did. That's what they did. And what does he do? He called, when you are on the goal line and you have Roschon Johnson, who's your bruiser back, you pull a Pete Carroll and say, you know what? Nah, they know we're about to give it to Roschon, so we're going to do something a little different. We're going to implement the 85 Bears script that happened almost 40 years ago. It didn't work, and it ruined a touchdown drive that could have been a game-deciding touchdown. Because the Bears stopped the Washington Commanders on defense on the next play, the next series. The Bears get the ball back, they score. They give it to Roschon. Duh. I'm sure Washington knew they was going to give it to Roschon on that play too. And look what happened. So I just don't get this team. Bears fans, relax. Caleb's still a rookie. You're going to go through highs and lows. This is one of the lows that you're going to go through with him. That's what comes with the territory. Bo Nix is having highs and lows. I know Jaden Daniels, I know it seems like he's untouchable right now. I know Bears fans want him to fail. I know I've heard Bears fans saying, oh, he's still trash even after that. I still think Caleb played better. It don't matter. They lost. Caleb lost. He's 0-1 against Jaden Daniels to begin their young careers. That's the reality. Face it, Bears fans. You got to be patient. And Poles has to do something about our offensive line situation. Also, I think what needs to happen is the Bears need to make adjustments, hold players accountable. Tyreek Stevenson, what he did was inexcusable. He made it about himself. He had a terrible penalty earlier in the game, and then here you are talking trash to the fans while they're recording you like this not gonna go viral. It's inexcusable. Caleb, play better, man. You got the Cardinals coming up. The Cardinals is not a walk in the park. They're a good team. I watched a couple of their games. Actually watched their game against the Chargers. I was like, oh, they ain't don't look good either on this Bears schedule. Don't look good. Even the Patriots, they beat the Jets. That Patriots game ain't a walk in the park either. Figure it out, because a lot of Bears fans are reeling. There is starting to flatten, because of the fact that we still don't believe we have a franchise quarterback. And it's getting to the point where Bears fans are just going to say, you know what? I've had it with this team. I'm a football fan. I'm a Bears fan, but I'm a football fan. And at the end of the day, I'm going to continue to watch the NFL, whether the Bears are good or not. But Goodness gracious, gracious. Have mercy. Can we ever be able to kick our feet back up, put our hands behind our back, and say, you know what? On offense, I ain't got nothing to worry about because I know we're going to score. No, we're never going to have that till you fix that offensive line and until Caleb continues to improve on his game. Right now, Jaden is the front runner for Rookie of the Year. And this game right here sealed the deal. I am your sports barista, Rod the Magnificent. That's all I have to say about this one. No special effects, none of that stuff. I just wanted to turn the camera on, turn the mic on, and just talk to you guys. Sorry, Bears fans, if I didn't say anything to make you feel better. Just try to give you a dose of reality. Even if the Bears would have won this game, you still can't be pleased with the way they won. They still have a lot to work on. And the fact that they lost in this way, it just shows they deserve to lose because they were the less disciplined team and they wasn't the smart team either throughout this entire game. I don't feel sorry for the Bears at all. I'm about to go to work and have myself a good time chopping it up with clients about the game. But what do you think, Bears fans? What do you think, Commanders fans? I'm sure you're going to be in the comment section. This was a terrible game. If you're a Bears fan, if you're a Commanders fan, you're riding high. You're neck and neck with the Eagles to win the NFC East. Have fun with that. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.